What I've got here for you is just a couple of quick examples of working with the division algorithm and writing numbers in the appropriate format that we're going to be looking at. So I'm going to present you with 3 examples. I'd like you to pause the video, quickly have a go at them and come and check your solution based against the solution I'm going to present here and see how you got on. So what I want you to do is calculate the following in the format A equals QB plus R. Again, remember the condition, 0 has to be less than or equal to R, less than or equal to the size and the magnitude of B. And here I want you to state the divisor, the dividend, the quotient, and the remainder for each of them. So pause it and have a go at that just now. So 28 by 3. We want to put it into the format, remember, A equals QB plus R. So we want our dividend, our divisor, our quotient, and our remainder. Really what it's asking me is I want to write 28 is equal to something times 3 plus some remainder. So we say to ourselves, right, 3 watts, get me as close to 28 as I can without going over it. Well, 3 9s give me 27, 3 10s give me 30, so that's too far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, right, so it's 9 times 3, and then what do I have to do to correct it? What's going to be my remainder? 9 3s are 27, so I'm then going to add on 1. So for this one here, my dividend is 28. My divisor, which is B in the formula, is 3. My quotient, the number I'm dividing by, is 9. And the remainder after my division is 1. So 28 equals 9 times 3 plus 1 is the appropriate format we're after. Second one is negative 46 by 7. Now this one here, don't be put off by the fact there's a negative sign. It is the exact same thing. We just have to remember about multiplying and dividing positive and negative numbers. Again, think of the format. It wants negative 46 equals something times 7 plus some remainder. So 7 times something to give me negative 46. Well, firstly, we can say it's negative. We then have to say to ourselves, right, what can I multiply 7 by to get closest to negative 46 such that I can add something on to get back to negative 46? So with it being a negative number, I actually have to go to the other side of it. Because if you think of a number line, there's my negative 46, negative 45, negative 44, etc. And below it, I've got negative 47, negative 48, negative 49, etc. going that way. If I'm going to add on a remainder, if we think about our number line, when we add, we go up that way. So I want a number down in this region somewhere, such that when I add my remainder onto it, I get back up towards negative 46. Well, if you think about 6, if I did negative 6 times 7, I get negative 42. That's still up here somewhere. It's not quite where we want. If I do negative 7 times 7, I get 49. Great. That's the correct side of the negative 46 we want. So we know it's going to be negative 7 times 7. I then say to myself, what do I have to correct by to get back to negative 46? So I'm going to do negative 7 times 7 plus 3. There's my correction. There's my remainder. So something like this. There's your dividend, which is the A. There's my divisor, the B. There's my quotient, the negative 7. And there's my remainder, the 3. So we split it up and we can rewrite it in that format. The last one was 473 divided by 9. And again, it's the same set of steps and the same question we ask ourselves. Because there's no negative, it makes it slightly easier. But we say to ourselves, 473 is equal to something times 9 plus a remainder. We need to fill in the gaps of the something times 9 and then the remainder. So what number can I multiply 9 by to get just below 473? Well, if I look and do 9 times 52, what I'll get is 468. That's below 473. If I were to do 9 times 53, I'd end up at 477. So that's above the 473. So I know then that I'm going to be doing 52 times the 9. What I have to then say to myself is, right, 52 times 9 gives me what I want, but I've got a remainder. What's that remainder? It's 5. So there you go. Again, the exact same format we want. Our dividend A is the 473. Our divisor B is the 9. Our quotient Q is the 52. And my remainder R is the 5. We can break any number down into this format by looking at dividing it and then multiplying up and having remainders. This vital format comes in handy when we're working with the Euclidean algorithm and is something we're going to extrapolate and work on further when it comes time to study that area.